Breaking. Driver that was behind the wheel was shot dead before the attack. Now, yesterday there was a truck that slammed into a Christmas marketplace in Berlin. And right now the reports are that this is a terrorist act. And we're getting word that the police actually detained the wrong man. The truck attacker is still at large. And what they're saying is the Pakistani suspect that was arrested following the truck attack in the German capital reported that he had no involvement in the crime. The actual perpetrator is armed and still at large. Now, this is what is coming out in the corporate media. This is what they're feeding everyone at this point. But we're getting other reports that are completely different than what is being reported in the corporate media and what the governments are telling us. Actually, what we are hearing is that the truck driver was shot dead before the Berlin terror attack. He was at the wheel. He was already dead. And there was a passenger. And we know they can't blame it on the dead guy because how is the dead guy driving the truck and how is this a terrorist act? So to me, this is starting to look like a planned false flag. Now, this information is coming from Karl-Heinz Schroeder. This is the Interior Minister of the state of Brandenburg. The regional Interior Minister noted that one of the victims had died of a gunshot wound. According to preliminary data, that was a citizen of Poland, an employee of a logistics company which owns the truck. According to the German official, the Polish driver was a victim rather than a criminal. So what's happening here is they are setting this up to look like a terrorist act. And they need this individual who is driving the truck to be at large. Now, what they normally do is they shoot the person they want. They put him in the driver's seat. The truck goes out of control into the marketplace. And they say, okay, now we need to find the person who is driving the truck. So they're going to start the manhunt now throughout Germany. And remember, this is, well, next year is going to be an election year for Merkel. She's already said that she's cracking down on news that is coming out on Facebook, news is coming out on YouTube, news that's coming out on Twitter, and she's going to be fining these individuals because next year is an election year. This is going to allow her to create more draconian laws, lock down pretty much everything up until election time. And we can see this entire planned event is a false flag. And at this point, they're in the cover-up operation to cover up who was really responsible, who was really behind this. And now they're creating the person who they're going to blame it on. And most likely it'll be a 1 or 2 day manhunt. It'll be televised. It'll be broadcasted everywhere to make it seem real. Now you can hear more of all of this in the full report, which is on the X22 Report YouTube channel. And those reports are Monday through Friday, one on Sunday, and they're between 6 and 7 Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to listen to incredible interviews, you can go to the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel, where you can hear interviews with Cliff High, you can hear interviews with David Morgan, you can hear interviews with Michael Snyder, you can hear interviews with David Stockman, Jim Rickards. So head on over to the X22 Report Spotlight YouTube channel, and you can hear all the interviews there.